everyone, I'm Adam Brown and this is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, March 9th. On today's show, we'll take you behind the scenes at RSW Airport in their control tower, where members of the Aviation Club recently toured. And we'll get the disco ball spinning one more time, while Katelyn and Heather tell you about tomorrow night's dance. But first, don't forget about another musical event taking place on Friday night with the Sanibel Big Arts Concert Band. This 50-piece band includes 5 Shell Point residents. They will perform a variety of hits from the silver screen, as well as traditional marches and overtures. No ticket is required for this fun evening in the village church beginning at 7:15 p.m., so come on out. Tomorrow morning, you can depart for a lunch outing to Cheddar's in Fort Myers. It's the newest restaurant addition to the Gulf Coast Town Center, where handmade quality food from scratch can be found in abundance. Lunch menu items run from $6 to $15, and the cost of the outing is $7 with lunch on your own. Court pickups begin at 10:15 a.m. on the island, so sign up and come out for a delightful lunch tomorrow. Also tomorrow, the Legacy Foundation will present a seminar entitled Can Annuities Meet Your Retirement Goals? There, you'll learn about the different types of annuities, guarantees, growth and death benefits to beneficiaries, tax-deferred benefits, protection of funds in an annuity, and IRS tax-free exchanges. Rob DeMaria, Senior Financial Advisor with Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner, and Smith, Inc., will speak during this important seminar, so make sure you've signed up. It will take place at 10 a.m. in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. Recently, the Aviation Club here at Shell Point took a field trip to RSW Airport. They had a rare opportunity to get an inside look at the airport tower and the terminal radar approach control facilities, known as TRACON. Dan Philgreen, being the aviation aficionado that he is, was happy to tag along and captured the exciting tour.
The Aviation Club had a trip to the airport in September, and one of the speakers that we had for that special trip was the air traffic control manager at RSW. And in the course of our questioning him, he said, well, you'll just have to come out and see how we do it. So I jumped on that real quick and I said, okay, when would you like us to come? And I was surprised that he even was willing to have a group come, because I know that security is so tight at the airport now. But he seemed very willing to have our group come, so I contacted him later and made the arrangements so that we could come. And we really enjoyed it. It was a wonderful trip today.
The people were very friendly. We got to see lots of different parts of it.
Well, it was a great tour. We were so privileged to get to do this. It's not easy to get into a tower these days, and Joe Klenk and our team made it happen, so we're really thankful.
We got to go up to the tower and see planes take off and land, and also see the instrumentation that the gentlemen who are running the tower were tracking things coming in and talking to them. And then we went down to TRACON, which was the radar.
Really grateful for the opportunity to do this. I'm not an aviator, but I've always been really interested in it. To be able to see this is a real privilege.
They took time to answer questions. We didn't feel rushed. I felt like I was almost in a college professor's classroom with hands-on experience. We got to watch one of the control tower operators get cleared in another level of certification. That was pretty exciting. It was altogether worth coming to.
It was amazing. They let us stay in the tower for 15 or 20 minutes and no rush. Explained everything, every question that we had, and all were very, very personable folks. And so I enjoyed it immensely.
It was a very interesting tour. I mean, I've been flying for a lot of years, and I've been in a lot of towers before, on and off, Kennedy, LaGuardia, Newark. But it's just, I hadn't been in one in 25, 30 years, so it's kind of interesting to go back and see it again, and very, very pleasant and relaxing and enjoyable experience.
And this has been very enjoyable for me, because I I did this for about 40 years, off and on, and through various levels of facilities. So to me, it was really enjoyable to see the advancements of the equipment and the stuff that they've got to work with that we could only imagine and dream of when we were young. Of course, it's something to see, and I really appreciate the fact that I'm able to see this, and I know I'm going to thank the facility manager and those in the Shell Point that have spent the time and putting this tour together. I really thank you a lot.
Really fascinated by this tour. The thing I couldn't believe is how young some of those controllers are, but that's just showing our age, I'm afraid. These people are here to help, and they take enormous responsibility to keep us all safe, and this was, I think, a chance of a lifetime for us to have access to this facility.
When we got here, I didn't recognize the facility manager, but when I saw how his name was spelled, it kind of looked familiar, and we got to speaking with him, and when I heard how his name was pronounced, I realized that I had worked with his father, and he has an older brother that I was a young trainee that I worked with when I was a journeyman controller, so it kind of made me feel a little older.
We had the opportunity to visit the Kansas City Tower several years ago, and we were very happy to be able to visit this and see all of the improvements that have been made technologically. It was a great chance to see how many improvements have been made over a period of time.
It's nice to see the quality of people and equipment on this end of it when you depend on them all the time.
And as rather frequent flyers, I think we will be very reassured flying into RSW because they're certainly well controlled and right up to the minute.
With spring just around the corner, it's time to kick things off with the spring dance, disco style. Come boogie down to your favorite 70s tunes tomorrow night. Here's Katelyn Van Scoy and Heather Battey to tell you all about it. And they look very cool, hip, and fly.
Hey Katelyn, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just getting out some stuff for the disco coming up and just trying to get some things ready.
Disco?
Oh yeah, I'm trying out my new disco ball too. It's gonna be so much fun. That is a great jacket on you. Hey, don't forget the sunglasses.
Groovy, I love discos. When is this dance?
March 10th from 7 to 10. It's gonna be a great time. It's only $10 for a ticket. It's gonna be food, dancing, and a glow lounge, photo booth.
Rad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so far out.
Far out, huh?
Uh-huh. Isn't that like the disco talk?
I think so.
I was born in the 80s, almost the 90s, so I wasn't around then.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have to learn some lingo at the dance.
Okay, all right. How's the disco ball looking?
Groovy.
Okay. So the dance is happening March 10th, 7 to 10. You can sign up now. It'll be a groovy time of dancing, food, and photo booth, so don't miss it. I'll see you there.
Be there or be square.
Hi, this is Greg Pindara, Dining Operations Manager on the island at Shell Point. I'm in the Island Cafe where we are going to be starting 3 new features and we were trying to make more versatility in our menu. This item right here, we are now featuring at dinner a lighter affair, something lighter than a full meal, a sandwich, a flatbread, something else. Tonight we're featuring a ham and Swiss on Texas toast with coleslaw. That'll be served every evening. Not this item, but a light item will be served each evening. In the morning, you can come in and now get a special combination of a small cup of coffee and a large muffin for $2.50. That is offered from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day of the week. A small coffee and a large muffin for $2.50. And we are going to be running a specialty pizza of the week. This week it's the Pizza Italiano, which is meatballs, ham, black olives. That will run all week at a special price of $10.95. We hope that you come in and enjoy our new features at the Island Cafe on the island. Please stop by, have some for breakfast, come back for dinner, and take a pizza home. Thank you.
And now it's time to take a look at today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello and happy Wednesday. This is the happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Katelyn Van Scoy.
And I'm Bev Chandley.
And we're going to give you all of Wednesday's activities. We start bright and early at 7:45 with men's Bible study in the Osprey Room. And pickleball will be available at the game courts at 8 o'clock. Also at 8, men's match play tennis will be going on at the Woodlands tennis courts. And Lily and Company Jewelers will be here at 8:45 in the Resident Activity Center. Jurassic Travel will be here at 9 and then until 12 to help you with all your personal traveling needs. That's in the egret room. At 9 o'clock, we have watercolor group with Phil Hilton in the art studio. And ladies' Bible study will occur in the Osprey room at 10 o'clock. Also at 10, men's match play tennis will be at the Woodlands. And the Model Yacht Sailing Club will be meeting at 10:15 at the Commons Lake at the Woodlands. Our last morning activity is Agility and Flexibility at 11:30, and that'll occur in the Tarpon Room, and that one is currently closed. Here's Bev to tell you all about our afternoon lineup.
Thank you, Caitlin. At 12:45, we have a Health Connections class. It's Advanced Senior Strength. That'll be in the Tarpon Room on the island. And at 1 o'clock, we have chess being played in the Library Lounge at the Resident Activity Center. The Model Train Room will be open for tours from 1:30 to 3:30 down in the tunnel. And we have another Health Connections class at 1:45, Balance and Mobility for Beginners. That'll be in the Tarpon Room, and that's currently full. Jazz and Stuff will be at the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands at 2:30. And at 3 o'clock, we have another Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch. That will be in the Tarpon Room on the island. The singles table at the Crystal Dining Room will be available at 5 o'clock if you're interested. And at 5:45, we have the church choir rehearsal at the choir room of the Village Church. Season of Praise Indiana Wesleyan University Concert Choir will be at the Village Church at 7:15. You do need to have a ticket for that one. And that's our last activity for today. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you back here again tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Wednesday. At 9 o'clock, our knitting class continues in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. At 10 o'clock, we feature local efforts to combat human sex trafficking in Southwest Florida and in the United States. This is part 1 in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. At 10:15, Google workshops will continue in the Technology Teaching Center on the island. At 1 o'clock, Experiencing Colored Pencil Painting continues in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. At 1 o'clock, Intermediate Bridge begins another session in the Game Room of the Woodlands. Sign up is required. I'd like to tell you about our new classes coming tomorrow. We have Legacy Seminar number 3, Can Annuities Meet Your Retirement Goals? We also have the story of Pakistan and Afghanistan continuing. I'd like to take a moment to thank our Pavilion Auxiliary volunteers who serve in our skilled nursing facility for all of us. I'd like to say that we are constantly having opportunities come up, and I would love to talk with you about them if you're at all interested in maybe working with one of our carts, the mail cart, the beverage cart, the library cart. Maybe you're interested in helping with dining. There are many opportunities. Please give me a call at 454-2254.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is braised lemongrass beef with bean sprouts and mushroom stir fry. The dinner special is the All-American Buffet for $14.95, and the soup of the day is chicken Florentine. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a teriyaki chicken sandwich with pineapple and onion rings for $7.75, and the dinner special is fried shrimp for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are shrimp scampi for $16.95 or honey rosemary grilled pork chops for $17.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods, and here it is, the middle of March, and while a lot of the students and professors are coming to Florida for spring break to enjoy time in the sun and on the sand, we have one professor who's coming to be a part of a very significant Academy presentation. Beginning this Sunday evening, March 13th, as part of the programming for the Shell Point Academy of Lifelong Learning, here at the Village Church, we will present Professor Gregory Athnos for a special lecture series entitled The Easter Jesus and the Good Friday Church. This Sunday evening, Professor Athnos's topic will be Reclaiming the Centrality of the Resurrection. This will be the introduction to what will be a 3-day presentation. So this Sunday night, March 13th at 6:15, we invite you to come to the Village Church. The lecture program will continue on Monday and Tuesday with 2 valuable seminars. You can see the Academy booklet for complete listing, or check out Shell Point Life, the March issue, or your weekly reminder for more details. This renowned speaker will certainly help us to reclaim the glory of the resurrection and enable us to see through the darkness. We hope you'll join us for these special presentations. The author, Gregory Athnos, is a retired professor from North Park University in Chicago. He's traveled to Athens, Rome, and throughout the Middle East, studying the art of the early Christians, including conducting extensive research in the archives of the catacombs in Rome. A powerful theme of life and deliverance emerged, leading him to a reassessment of the relationship between the death and resurrection of Jesus. His teaching has elicited enthusiastic response from both laypersons and clergy. Seeing the cross through the lens of the resurrection, I'm sure that as you join us on Sunday night, you will not only be intrigued but informed by this very special presentation. So I invite you to join us this Sunday night here at the Village Church at 6:15.
Thanks for joining us for today's program. Return tomorrow when we'll see some more exciting drone footage from high up above the new Shell Point Clubhouse under construction. Anna Smith from Finemark Bank will talk about good record-keeping practices. And Terry Kolath will talk with Pastor Andy Hawkins about the Academy class, the Easter Jesus and the Good Friday Church, a 3-part seminar beginning this weekend. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Wednesday, March 9th. I'm Adam Brown, thanking you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.